Hey guys, how are we doing? So something a little bit different. I found a channel called Anime Balls Deep. Try to say that with a straight face. And they've got a video called The Real Reason Jiraiya Wasn't Revived with the Edo Tensei. Now, I want to say that he wasn't revived with the Edo Tensei because Kabuto needed his remains to revive him. I thought that was the reason why the Uchiha clan wasn't revived, which is what Naruto Explained went into. But hey, if there's something else that I'm missing, then let's find out. Because I thought it was just as simple as he needed his remains to revive him. Like the intro. Cool. The food was ABD.
So this is a common question within the Naruto community. I mean, I always ask myself the same thing. Why didn't Jiraiya ever come back? Why didn't Kishimoto bring him back just like he did with every other character in the show?
Yeah, but
everyone in the fan base had the exact same thought. Why did Nagato's Heavenly Life technique not bring him back? Why didn't Orochimaru bring him back? Why didn't Kabuto bring him back? It makes you really wonder, why didn't Orochimaru summon Jiraiya? They were teammates when they were children, so it's not really far-fetched to assume that Orochimaru had a kunai with Jiraiya's blood or DNA or something.
That's
essentially,
kind
as you guys can tell
sure.
from previous videos and in general, I think about a lot of things. And I mean, that's the type of person I am, I guess. When I'm watching an anime, TV,
I can't put it past.
movie,
Can't put that one. Like Orochimaru would have had something, surely.
Why did you click on this video in the first place? So let's get down to it. Why didn't Jiraiya ever come back, and what was the reason to it? So Jiraiya, one of the most popular characters in the whole series, he was a sensei and godfather to the main protagonist of the show. He had good intentions from the very start to find the child of prophecy. He lived through 2 wars. He was considered to be Hokage, and on top of all that, he was a funny ass pervy.
He was amazing.
He was
class.
hilarious.
I loved him.
I loved this guy. He
Jiraiya was
made
amazing.
me laugh every single time.
Yeah.
You're nothing but a lousy little pervert!
I am not a little pervert!
Oh yeah? Then
I'm
tell me, what
one.
are you?
Here we go.
Oh.
This is when fan service was done right in shonen anime, in my opinion, by the way. I loved Jiraiya. He always made me laugh and truly helped progress the story, character development,
it was funny, but he had his serious moments as well.
His very character is the pillar of the show, which is why we all wanted him to see him come back, but he didn't. Well, the official answer from the manga is Kabuto wanted to reincarnate him actually, and this was mentioned in chapter 520, page 14. Kabuto states to Obito that his body lies at the bottom of the ocean where the water pressure is too great to reach.
Right, so
however, Kabuto does claim that the bloodstains on the 6 Paths of Pain weapons may provide enough DNA to bring him back. He also goes on to mention about Shisui Uchiha as well, that he can probably revive him too.
Oof.
But then what happens is that Obito Uchiha warns Kabuto and tells him not to do it or else. So he didn't want him to do it. He didn't want Kabuto to become even more powerful than he was. Now we are all probably wondering, what? That isn't great writing at all by Kishimoto. How does that make sense when he was able to revive even more obscure ninja like Deidara?
Yeah.
Deidara
blew himself up.
exploded himself into nothingness. How did he manage to revive him, but not someone like Shisui that is much easier? Now yes, the explanation is okay actually, but blood samples or perhaps Jiraiya severed his arm is definitely somewhere in the hidden rain from his fight with Pain. He got torn up pretty badly in that fight, so we can assume that this was intentional not to ever bring Jiraiya back. Jiraiya passing on served for Naruto's character development. Reviving such a character would effectively cheapen whatever small ounce of maturity or understanding Naruto had gained. This is what Kishimoto must
with
have
Itachi
been
coming back,
thinking.
it added more to Sasuke's story, didn't it? Where he says bye finally and tells him everything, he loves him and that. Amazing.
Madara then. After Jiraiya passed on and talking to his father Minato, as well as listening to Nagato's tragic story, Naruto became to understand the cycle of hatred and vowed to break this cycle in order to bring peace to the ninja world.
It would take a lot away actually if Jiraiya
was grief-stricken with his passing and blamed Tsunade. He was depressed that Jiraiya, his godfather, wouldn't be able to see him become Hokage.
Bless.
Naruto came to understand one of Jiraiya's intentions was to provide Naruto time and understanding of pain. he eventually deciphers the message, and the fire that built within his heart, he mastered Sage Mode even better than his sensei himself
did,
to
'cause
defeat
Jiraiya
him
needed
within
the
a short
frogs.
time span. It actually motivated Naruto's character to become more powerful.
Yep.
Naruto even created a memorial for Jiraiya and
Yes.
left flowers and a copy of the tale of the utterly gutsy shinobi by a rock with the kanji of teacher.
Oh.
This is all after defeating pain and being exhausted. His mind was on his sensei and the sacrifice he made. It just showcases how much he meant to him and what
Very
impact
important.
Jiraiya actually had on Naruto. So obviously we have the answer in the manga and anime, but what was Kishimoto's intentions?
Yeah.
Well, Kobayashi was thinking the same thing. In their conversation, Kishimoto acknowledges that Jiraiya was a very popular character, maybe due to his perviness and icha side. And as I mentioned before, this did play a role to why he was popular, and at least
course.
Kishimoto can realize that. Kobayashi then asks whether doing the Edo Tensei was difficult to write for, and Kishimoto agreed that it was. He goes on to say that from the pain arc onwards, Naruto defeats his enemies without the intent to kill them, and settles things verbally. You guys know what
The
we're
talk
talking
no
about.
jutsu.
Talking about
Talk no jutsu, there we go.
Talking about talk to you no jutsu, I'm gonna make you a good guy now. Let me talk to you,
Yeah.
man. Let's talk about our feelings. So that's what actually happened. So doing it in this way, in Kishimoto's point of view, it felt more shonen-like. So Kishimoto felt like he had to go down this direction. But this also, in turn, destroyed the mood of the show and what it is. And Kishimoto recognized that. So he introduced the Edo Tensei jutsu so that everyone can fight and defeat someone.
Yeah.
Kishimoto then expressed that he did not want to bring Jiraiya back because he couldn't possibly write in a good way for him to come back. He felt as though Jiraiya passing on was a big part of Naruto's development.
It would have ruined some
and brought
stuff,
him
wouldn't it?
closer to
I like that. I
understanding
didn't have to write it, so I
Sasuke's
just didn't.
feelings.
Good.
Thus, bringing Jiraiya back would undo everything that he'd done and what the writing was. The Edo Tensei was mostly used to bring Madara back to the story and essentially revolve the whole thing around him.
Yeah.
So from a writer's perspective and standpoint, I do understand and respect Kishimoto on this decision and wanting to give Jiraiya some substance and not wanting to bring him back. In actuality, if I was the writer of Naruto, I would have thought the same process. Some characters need to stay put for the progression of the story, otherwise it loses its authenticity. But the very problem the fan base has is this itself. Because in the rules that were established in Naruto's universe, it's just hard to make sense of it. Everyone knew how much Jiraiya meant to Naruto and how
Yes.
powerful he was.
He was strong.
Bringing
man.
him back would be an effective weapon against Naruto. Getting his DNA wouldn't be that hard compared to others, so that's where the fan
So,
base has a problem.
within the
of why
world,
wasn't he brought
he could
back.
have been brought back.
Of course, in hindsight, we can say how this could have happened and the writing could have been better and how we can explain this case even more. But understanding Kishimoto's feelings and situation is imperative too.
Yeah.
He was doing this on a week-on-week basis.
Every
He had a
week.
tight schedule, he had bosses to adhere to, as well as he wrote one or two lines to try and fix this plot hole with Kabuto saying he was under the sea and he was too deaf.
Just keep it covered.
You couldn't get him. But even so, I think Kishimoto even said he was tired during this time of the series. He was getting really tired. The war arc went pretty long, and he essentially needed a break. So yeah,
Yeah, I remember
do
reading an
understand
interview
why
where like he
Kishimoto
waited
didn't
how many
bring
years after he got
Jiraiya
married
back,
before he
maybe
even had his
because he didn't want
honeymoon
to,
with his wife?
and he felt as though he couldn't write
'Cause he's
it well
constantly working?
enough, and he wanted if the creator feels as though he can't justify it, then it's not going to happen. But personally, I don't think anyone would have minded if Jiraiya came back and rampaged on the field like Madara did. I mean,
Yeah.
of course he would be able to talk and have his personality, but he would be forced to fight. Just imagine Tsunade taking it as her responsibility to going out to
Fight.
try and stop
Stop
Jiraiya
Jiraiya, yeah,
and
that'd
saying
be class.
sorry to him and reminiscing on their memories together and
Oh, that
going
would've been
deep
nice,
into
yeah.
their feelings. Because remember, guys, Jiraiya had feelings for Tsunade
Tsunade.
and he had a crush on her. So obviously we would make Jiraiya beat Tsunade in this fight. So if Jiraiya came back, we would try and make this type of situation where he beats
That would have
Tsunade
been cool.
and they
That would have been an
talk about
interesting
their feelings.
scenario, yeah.
and then maybe Tsunade gets too emotional for what happened, and then Naruto comes to save the day and it stops it from occurring, from Jiraiya killing Tsunade. Then Naruto would smile and greet his sensei for the first time in a long time and say goodbye for the last time. His master and student going at it again one last time. Not like the sparring matches or training, an actual fight to the end it all. To see Naruto's growth, the prophecy child that Jiraiya can die in peace with knowing he picked the
that
right
would have been
person.
nice to see, yeah.
Memories clashing of
Jiraiya
what
actually
they did together
seeing
when they
that he
kunai
fulfilled the
strike each
prophecy.
other and they clash and random blasts are going off everywhere. But no, only these two are locked in speaking with each other of what happened, what's Naruto's answer to pain, and understanding their ideals and Jiraiya's intentions of his life. Explaining to him that Nagato became good in the end,
Yeah.
and he revived
can you imagine
everyone,
as well if he-
and even telling him that he did master the 9 tails as he intended and was going to teach him. Jiraiya would then lose the fight to Naruto and be so proud and happy and feel as though he did his job. Naruto would ask him one last question on how to stop the war and what his answer is for pain. Much like how Itachi gave Naruto advice too. Jiraiya would answer Naruto and tap him on the forehead one last time and say, "Show me that 60 no jutsu one last time." And it would be a funny joke. Imagine that, guys.
Oh.
Damn, man, I think I should be the writer of the show, but Tsunade and Naruto then witness Jiraiya slowly fading away, and their goodbyes, and they say, "I'll meet you again in the afterlife." Naruto and Tsunade share another tender moment together from back in the day. They both shed a tear, and the episode ends. Bro, tell me, guys, right now, that would have been
just
epic
listening
or
to
a good
that.
fight. How would
Sounds
you guys would have
incredible.
want the Jiraiya to be revived? If you wanted him to be revived, how would you want it to happen? The way I said it in the video, or what else? Anyway, let me know in the
That would
comment
have been
section
boss,
below. I
man.
really love Jiraiya. I love this perviness and everything is really hilarious. Make sure to smash the like button, and I hope you learned something new as usual. Remember to hit the notification bell. Follow us on social media on Twitter, Instagram, and everywhere else. And damn, I got myself hyped with my own story.
That's class, man.
But yeah, guys, thank you. We love you guys, and remember to check out other videos. And see you next time.
Damn, man, yeah, that would have been so cool if Jiraiya was revived. I like how we went into what if, like, could have happened as well as why. That was a cool video. I did like that. Like, I was very like, at the start, wasn't I? Like, well, I thought it was because I couldn't find him. But obviously, other reasons and stuff. That was boss. That was really cool. I like it. I might check out some more videos from Steve. What a name. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. What did you guys think of that? What did you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments down below. Let me know I should watch this in future videos. And I'll see you guys. Yes, all you guys next time.